The Springfield Hellcat Pro is one hell of a micro-compact pistol. You would be lying if you said that the Hellcat is a make of a gun. Without a doubt, it is one of the best compact concealed carry pistols in the market, thanks to its great ergonomics, superb capacity, and reliable performance. Still, others thought that the Springfield Hellcat was a bit too small for their liking. Well, it was designed as a micro-compact pistol anyway, so we shouldn't actually complain about its size. But if you really like the Hellcat but you want a bigger version, then look no further. The Springfield Hellcat Pro is a gun you can bet your bucks on. But what makes this gun great and distinct? Join me as I discuss the nitty-gritty aspect of this video. By the way, this is Ted from Line 45, and I hope you stick with me until the end of this video. Before we get underway, please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. I know it is a chore, but these simple clicks help my channel immensely. Now, let's return to the video. The Springfield Hellcat Pro. For starters, the Hellcat series was launched by Springfield in 2019 to compete in a P365-dominated market. Sig Sauer P365 has a base capacity of 10+1 rounds and is also a micro-compact gun. Meanwhile, the Hellcat offers an 11+1 round capacity, slightly ousting the P365 as the best carry pistol during that year. Eventually, Springfield innovated the Hellcat to make it more functional. They redesigned the pistol and enabled it to fit 15-round mags. Of course, this gave birth to the Hellcat Pro series. Compared to the original Hellcat, the Hellcat Pro is longer. It has a length of 6.6 inches, as compared to the 6-inch Hellcat. With the added length on its slide comes added length on its barrel as well. This micro-compact gun has a 3.7-inch barrel. For comparison purposes, the Hellcat only has a 3-inch barrel. The latter is accurate, but with the longer sight radius of the Hellcat Pro, it's undeniable that this one is more mechanically precise. In terms of capacity, the Hellcat Pro gained some numbers as well. Keep in mind that the Hellcat only has a standard capacity of 10+1 rounds. Even with an extended magazine, the Hellcat can only carry up to 13+1 rounds of 9mm. The boost in the capacity of Hellcat Pro is one of the reasons why it's a remarkable micro-compact pistol. The increase in its dimensions isn't that significant, but its standard capacity is already 15+1 rounds. With an extended magazine, you can bring the numbers to 17+1 rounds. For actual combat situations, the Hellcat Pro will certainly give you more opportunity to fight back. More rounds mean more fun in the range as well. Only a few guns can match the factory capacity of the Hellcat Pro. Good examples would be the Glock 48 and the Glock 43, but keep in mind that these two have bigger form factors than the Hellcat Pro, so that alone speaks a lot about the innovation of this latest Hellcat series. I mentioned already that the Hellcat Pro is bigger than the OG Hellcat. It is both taller and longer. So, aside from an increase in capacity, the added beef on the Hellcat Pro gives you more real estate on its grip. Some shooters had difficulties gripping the Hellcat because of its limited grip surface. If you have large hands, you would certainly favor the Hellcat Pro over its smaller cousin. I have a comfortable time holding the Hellcat Pro for long hours. It's not too heavy, but not too light either. It enables a natural point of aim and, with the enhanced grip ergonomics, ensures superb recoil control. I do need to emphasize that its grip is just an inch wide. It's an excellent feature for concealed carry users. With the right holster, you can make this pistol disappear under your clothes. No printing whatsoever. Again, the barrel of the Hellcat Pro has been stretched a little. Technically speaking, this should translate to a boost in its bullet velocities, which in turn gives desirable hollow point expansion. In self-defense situations, this is the ballistic performance you would really want. It will ascertain that your four- or two-legged attackers would be stopped in their tracks. As its slide is longer, the distance between its front tritium and rear tactical U-notch sights has been extended. This is good news for its overall accuracy. I'll talk more about this later. In the meantime, I also have to say that I am impressed by the adaptive grip texture of the Hellcat Pro. This proprietary design from Springfield ensures that the gun grips tighter the more you squeeze it. It's definitely tacky, which means that it can stick to your hands even if it's sweaty. But at the same time, it isn't too aggressive. It doesn't cause abrasion on the skin when it gets in contact. That's a huge plus on its ergonomics. Aside from its increased size, the Hellcat Pro got another upgrade, and that's in the form of its trigger. Don't get me wrong, the factory trigger of the original Hellcat isn't entirely bad. But similar to other gun owners, I had to replace the stock trigger with a Hellcat trigger made by Apex Tactical. I found the original one hard to pull, and its dingy tend to rub on my fingers. Honestly, there are several debacles revolving around the trigger of the Hellcat, so I am not surprised that it was one of the aspects that were improved by the folks from Springfield. This one is easier to pull. It also breaks cleanly and resets shortly, making it ideal for quick follow-ups. Interestingly, all of the Hellcat Pro pistols released in the past 2 years or so are already designed in the OSP configuration. OSP stands for Optical Sight Pistol. In simplest terms, this indicates that these Hellcat pistols have been equipped with factory-milled slides capable of accommodating micro-red dots. The footprint of the Hellcat Pro features 2 screws and 4 lugs, and this setup is suitable for shield RMSC red dots, such as the Sig Sauer Romeo Zero, Swamp Fox Sentinel, and the J-Point MRDs. Keep in mind that the Leupold DPP has a similar footprint, but it is a bit larger than the actual milled part of its slide. It's also a good thing that there are adapter plates for the Hellcat Pro for other patterns, like the Trijic RMRCC. As other shooters mentioned, you can integrate a Holosun 407 or 507 MRD on the slide of the Hellcat Pro, but that requires some little tweaking. The optics platform of the Hellcat Pro is definitely amazing. All the optics that I installed here can hold 0 and don't come loose. Even after firing 300 to 500 rounds, the optics remain in place. But keep in mind that the gun remains accurate even without micro-red dots. The Tritium Day night sights of this pistol have a luminescent front and a tactical rear sight. With this setup, I can still hit my targets at 25 yards without any major concern. There's also a nice loaded chamber indicator on its slide, if that's a feature you have in mind. Meanwhile, all of its surface controls are placed on the gun's left side, which indicates that the Hellcat Pro is built for right-handed shooters. It has a push-button magazine release that is easy to reach. It does magic in dropping the mags without any stick-ups. On the flip side, I do find that its slide catch is a bit small, and it has a fence surrounding it. Hence, you need to exert some conscious effort to operate it. I guess that you need to slingshot the slide to make things work. So, how does a Hellcat Pro shoot? All I can say is that this gun is an excellent shooter. I had a couple of trips on the range with this pistol to see how it would fare after 1,000 rounds. My first 1,000 recorded 0 problems. I still got the same result after hitting the 2,000 round mark. And now, I am proud to say that my Hellcat Pro has no malfunctions after firing 2,500 rounds. If you just seat the mags properly and clean the gun regularly, it's impossible for it to experience stoppages. So what ammo did I use? Well, I often switch from 95 grains to 115 grains, though occasionally I also load this gun with 124 grain and 147 grain ammo to see its ballistic performance. The Hellcat Pro displayed outstanding reliability, and this is one reason why this micro-compact is an excellent concealed carry weapon. It gives an assurance that it will fire and shoot whenever you need it. It's small, easy to hide, and effective enough in various self-defense situations. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more gun videos like this, just click the subscribe button and notification bell. Take care and stay safe.